Hello world, John Albertine here, and
Fabi.
and Fabi. Who is Fabi?
Who is Fabi? Well, I am the singer of Eluveitie since like three and a half years already. Time flies.
Yep.
Yes, and new also with Illumishade, and yeah. We are here to talk about veganism today.
We are here to talk about veganism. We really tried to find a dry, sunny place.
Yes.
But we failed.
But I mean, pretty nice.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, how are you?
Thank you. I'm very good. I'm happy we found a good place. Finally. I'm actually very good. I'm just enjoying summer a little bit and staying busy somehow during these times. Yeah.
What keeps you busy at the moment?
At the moment it's music as always. Playing piano, now I'm actually getting into guitar and ukulele and so on. Singing, of course, singing all day long, and we're working on some stuff with Illumishade, with Eluveitie as well, so although we don't really play shows at the moment, it's not boring at all. There's always something to do. Yeah. How about you?
I'm good. A little bit overworked.
Uh-oh.
But it's getting better.
Oh yeah, you wanted to have some coffee earlier, right?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, well,
Yeah.
okay, without coffee.
Without coffee?
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's talk about veganism.
All right, let's do it.
How long are you vegan now?
I actually just celebrated my 3rd anniversary 2 days ago. So I turned vegan on the 2nd of August now.
This is easy to remember, huh?
Yes, I remember it because when I actually wanted to become a vegan, it took me 1 month to actually really do it, because I went to Corsica on a holiday and I was like, okay, there I just eat pizza and ice cream, and then when I come home on the first day I will be vegan. That was my deal, and we came home on the 2nd of August. I just remember that.
And it worked.
And it worked. I'm vegan ever since.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, was there? You said you've been vegetarian before. What was the reason to turn vegan? Was there a special moment or?
Yeah. So basically, I became a vegetarian when I was 13 because we had cooking school, right? I mean, school, and there we had once the theme being vegetarian, and we cooked vegetarian and so on. And then I came home and I told my mom, okay, I'm gonna eat 1 more pizza with meat, and then I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't really remember anymore why. I guess because of the animals. And so since then I'm vegetarian, and then I was vegetarian for 13 years, but I didn't really feel too good there when I actually turned vegan. So I thought, oh my god, I did something wrong. What do I have to change so I feel better? I didn't have so much energy. I was not sick or something like that, like serious, you know. I just felt something is not good. And then I was like, maybe I have to eat meat. Maybe it will be better for me. And then my brother, I actually told my brother, he was the only one I was talking to about this.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, don't do it. And I'm like, hey, who are you to talk to me and say that, you know? And then he gave me a book. It's actually from a Swiss author, Armin Risi. I don't know if you know him.
I know him, yeah.
Yeah, and he wrote the book Vegetarisch Leben. Like living as a vegetarian actually, but he is just talking about the whole different aspects about veganism and vegetarianism, like, you know, ethics and environment and everything, and he dropped numbers, and he's also talking about like how vegetarianism and veganism is in religions and so on. I mean, I'm not religious, but I thought it's very interesting what all these books say about it and so on. And I was reading it, I was crying
Okay.
And then, yeah, that was like a few days before my holiday in Corsica, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it when I come home, and I'm done with it.
But your brother was vegetarian when he gave you this book?
No.
Or? No?
No, he actually, I think he was on the edge to become vegetarian right then.
Okay.
So he was probably already into this whole subject and so on. And when I came and told him after 12 years, hey, maybe I have to eat meat because I don't feel good. I didn't know what it is. I mean, now when I think back, of course, meat would have not what I needed. So he just gave me that book because he was reading it at the very moment. And it was just the right moment to give it to me because I was open for this, and it was eye-opening moment for me to read that book actually.
And looking back now, what do you think was the reason for your weakness, or you have any idea?
I think it's been for me milk products. Because I mean, come on, we live in Switzerland. I was eating cheese every day, and I was definitely addicted to cheese and milk products. I was eating cheese and milk milk products every day.
Yeah.
And when I changed, I am not sure. There was a thing, like 3 or 4 days after I turned vegan, I felt like shaking and very weak for like half a day. Like I never experienced something like that before. It was a weird experience, and I am convinced that this was my, like, how do you say, rehab or something from cheese. It's just for me. It just felt for me like that. Because it was very new for me detox kind of something like that. It was just very new to me to not actually consume milk or cheese for several days. I just never had that in my life, and I think it was that because after I stopped eating cheese and milk stuff, I feel much better, much lighter. My skin is better, and I feel more alive, kind of. Maybe sounds a bit cliche, but it is what it is.
Cool.
No, for me, it was definitely one of the best decisions I could do in my life. I'm so grateful that I did this decision.
I hear this a lot.
It was. Yes, I'm so happy that I actually took the step, because it was a little bit scary for me in the beginning, because I was like, oh my god, what am I gonna eat? You know, now when I think back, I'm like, Fabi, come on. I mean, there is a bunch of things you can eat. You can eat so much stuff, and so healthy stuff and tasty stuff. But then back then I was like, what am I gonna eat? You know? So but it's not a problem at all.
I think I once heard that, I'm not sure, but I think there are about 40,000 eatable plants.
40,000. And I mean, I eat maybe 50? No, I don't even know. How we don't really eat that, like...
Yeah, maybe all together with,
Yeah. But there's a lot to discover. A lot to discover. I also discovered a lot of different food that I never really got into, like beans and all these quinoa and so on. I didn't really eat it that much before, and then you just like discover a whole new world.
Yeah, sure.
A peaceful world, I would say. Yeah.
So. Veganism was more like a health decision, or now you talk about the peaceful world?
Yes. No. For me, it was for the animals. But since I didn't feel so healthy, and then I thought maybe I need to eat meat again. What the fuck? I was just weird in that moment. And then I got that book, and then I was like, no, I cannot stand behind this cruelty towards the animals. For me, it was number one, animals, but then the health came with it. Yeah. So that's a nice thing, and also other aspects, of course. It's better for the earth, I guess, like and so on. So, but
you got deeper into it after you
Yeah, oof.
Yeah.
I mean, once you're stuck with it, you just. So I don't know how it was for you. I mean, but for me, I was consuming a lot of different documentaries. Although I didn't watch the cruel ones, I cannot watch it. Like Earthlings and so on. I just watched the trailer. I still have the pictures in my head. No.
Okay.
That doesn't work. I don't need it.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, you just enter a whole new world, kind of. Also, for me, it was like that. Now, when I think back, it's not that different. We just don't eat animal products. But back then, when I actually took the step to become a vegan, I was like, oh, hello world, Yeah.
Okay.
No, but definitely for me it was the animals. I just don't want to. I mean, I stopped when I was 13 because I didn't want to consume animals because I like them. I like them, and now actually I think when I go hiking, I can watch into the cow's eyes. I can do it. I couldn't do it when I was vegetarian. I couldn't do it still.
Okay.
For me, yeah. And I think I also feel better because maybe unconsciously I knew that okay, I am not consuming meat, but I'm still consuming milk. But I didn't really get it. I didn't get the connection to it, that it actually comes from a cow and I didn't get this connection. And now when I think back, this really definitely changed the way I feel because I don't consume it anymore. I have a better consciousness when I don't consume milk stuff.
Yeah.
For me, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you did put some pressure on your brother? Or you turned vegan before he turned vegetarian, or?
I think this was probably at around the same time. I think that he was reading that book, I was reading that book, and then yes, and my parents are now as well vegetarians. One of my best friends is vegan too because she was with me on that holiday in Corsica.
Okay.
She was there with me, and of course it was a big subject. I mean, you have 2 weeks to talk. So we were talking about all of this, and 1 month later she also turned vegan. Yes. Okay. But she ate meat before, so for her it was even like a bigger step. But she's vegan ever since too. So yeah, it's nice. We can cook awesome stuff together. Yeah.
No, I think in these days it's easier to directly turn vegan, and
yes.
I know a lot of young people who do it. 20 years before it was.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, now you see products everywhere. Now Lidl now has so much stuff as well, and I think a year or 2 ago they didn't have anything maybe, and Coop, Migros, they have so much stuff now.
And 20 years before you didn't talk about climate stuff, you didn't talk about poisoned water, all this was not really I don't know, when I turned vegetarian there wasn't really an internet,
Yeah, that's the thing. How was it when you turned vegan? How was it for you?
There were informations.
Yes.
But you had to look for them. I got on the homepage of the Vegan Society Switzerland.
Yeah.
And there you have everything. And that was for me took 5 minutes to turn vegan.
And why? Why did you turn vegan?
It was for 2 reasons. It was for the climate and for the animal abuse for dairy and eggs. I didn't know this recognize this before, but the climate was also a big thing for me, because I think how do you want to save animals without the planet?
True that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 8 years ago or something like that, right? Or how many years?
Yeah, 8.5 maybe. Yeah, it was April, I think.
But there were no products yet, right? Like today.
No, but I think this is a good thing, because I learned to eat vegan with a usual old school supermarket, you know. I'm cooking myself, and I learned to do stuff without all this products.
Substitution products. Yes. Yeah,
and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I think these products, they also help people to do the transition. Like,
yeah, sure. Not everybody has the time, or not everybody likes cooking. So.
Yeah. True that.
But for me it was a good thing.
Yeah. I think for me it was also because when I joined Eluveitie, Raffi and Kai, they were already vegan, and they were like, I think, some of the first vegans I've ever met.
Okay.
Yes. And yeah, that I knew closer than, you know, I don't know, I don't think I know many more vegans like back in the days. And it also helped me to know, okay, they are vegan too, and when we are on tour or play a show somewhere or whatever, I am not alone. I think this helped me a lot. I also had very interesting talks with Raffi on tour once and so on, and this also helped me. Like, I knew, okay, I'm not alone there with Eluveitie in the band. So this actually really helped me to do the transition as well. Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, they did a good job.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do you miss something?
No.
No.
I think I missed in the first year, when you go through all these different holidays, and first birthday and first Christmas and first winter without like a fondue, you know, like a normal one, and so on. That was sometimes like, oh, I will not have this tonight. Oh, I will not do this. You know, that was the first year was a little bit more intense maybe, but once I clicked, like when I actually took the step to do it, it was clear for me that I don't go back. So then it's just finding different traditions now, what I can eat on these days, and or make a vegan version out of it. Like fondue. I went with my friend once to Thun. There is a very, very nice vegan restaurant, and they actually do such a nice fondue.
Yeah.
And based on cashew stuff.
Okay.
And it's so good. So even if I will miss fondue once, I can just go there and eat it. So I don't miss anything. And yeah, if I miss it, I just make a vegan version out of it, like ice cream, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. And there are so many. I mean, if I miss ice cream, then I just get the vegan Ben & Jerry if I want to eat something, you know. And that's it.
It's all available.
And it's all available now. So it's really not a problem. Sometimes, of course, when you go to a restaurant in the mountains, for example, but then, hey, I eat salad. It's awesome. I eat fries.
Salad and fries.
Salad and fries, and I'm happy. Come on, I don't need more.
Okay.
Ketchup is vegan.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't miss anything.
Okay.
And even if I would miss it, I would not eat it anymore.
Yeah.
No?
Because you have your priorities.
Yes. Yeah. And they are more important than me enjoying a meal. Like.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what connection means, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This bridge. Exactly. Yeah.
So how is it? How it is in the metal scene in general? You said on tour it's okay if you are together, but how is the acceptance? Maybe the fans or the clubs, catering.
Ooh. Yes, catering, no problem. Like we're on tour, of course sometimes you have more options, sometimes you have less options, but it is on the rider and
does it depend on the country or the continent?
Yeah, actually we had a few festivals where it was like they didn't really understand what it actually is. So we were eating tomatoes and cucumbers. But it's fine, you know. It's for me it's okay. I mean, I can eat cucumbers forever. I mean, I love them. But it's actually really not a problem. Also, if I would be alone in the band, it wouldn't be a problem, you know, because you put it on the rider. Please add some more salad and hummus and stuff like that, and it's fine. Also on the South American tour, for example, where we had amazing food. Sometimes it was like it was super healthy, and so different stuff like a root that I've never seen in my life, and we got that. You know, I was so excited to taste it and so on. So I think with different cultures we also get to eat and get to know maybe more about the products that actually grow there. You know, so that was actually, I was very happy to try out so many different things. On tour it's not a problem, really not. I never really had like a day where I didn't get anything to eat. I mean, give me an apple, I can eat it, you know.
Okay.
And about the whole scene, I know many vegans actually from metal scene, and metal scene is very open to this, I would say. And I actually know most of the, I don't know that many vegans, but the ones I know from metal, except my best friend.
Okay.
For me, from the metal scene. Yeah.
I don't know many non-vegans anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Hi.
I'm surrounded by hundreds of vegans.
Really? Yeah. Yeah.
That's maybe the next thing. It's because I'm doing activism.
Yes.
What about you? Is this something you do right now, or you decided not to do, or?
I didn't decide anything. I just go with the flow, and when I see, hey, somebody is open, or if somebody asks me about it, then I just tell them from my experience, and I just we can talk about, like, sometimes they ask me, why don't you eat milk products anymore, and then I just tell them, and then they can go on and make their own decisions about what they want to do. And if I see that there is a resonance, if they are open for this, I'm super happy to talk about it. And if not, everybody, for me, they can do what, like, everybody can do what they want. Yeah.
But maybe, for example, would you join a animal rights march, maybe, or?
I never did it. I've seen. Are you in this group where they do these cubes?
Not anymore, but something equal.
Okay, something, because I've seen this and I watched it a little bit, and I mean, it is, I guess, very intense.
Yeah? You mean for everybody? Bystanders or for everybody? Yeah, I think you get used to it. But is this something that made you curious, or? I was thinking, or more like,
I had my face in the beginning mostly when I was like, I want everybody to know, and blah 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 blah. And then I also seen that it's not like resonating with everybody, and then I with my experience, just when I talk with my friends or people I know, then it's if there's a resonance, that's super cool to talk about it. Otherwise, I leave it because they let me live and I let them live. You know, kind of. For me, it's like that, and yeah.
But you wouldn't talk to strangers on the street?
I don't know.
You never tried?
I never tried something like that, no.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what else?
Yeah, what's there more about veganism?
You have a dog? Your family has a dog?
My family has a dog, and we raise him vegetarian. So my mom sometimes cooks for him some egg stuff and so on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That brings me to another question. Your family, your brother, your parents?
Yes.
Are they happy being vegetarian, or do they have the goal to turn vegan someday? Or
yes. So my brother is anyway. He's just eating eggs anymore. So still eats eggs from my neighbor and Demeter, you know. So my mom.
No dairy.
No dairy.
Ah, okay.
No. And my parents, I'm super proud of them that they turned vegetarian. We were just talking, you know, and then what can you do? They couldn't escape. And I'm super proud of them. And I'm super happy that we as a family, when we have our Christmas dinner or whatever, I mean, it was never a problem anyway. My mom always was like, okay, this is your decision, you do. It was never a topic. When I turned vegetarian or vegan, she was like, okay, you do what you do. So I'm very, very happy for that as well. I mean, that's actually very nice. And they are cooking a lot of vegan stuff. First of all, because now we live home again for the moment, and when I eat with them, my mom prepares always vegan stuff. And she bakes vegan and so on. I mean, they are actually really cutting down on it. I am very, very happy about that. I think it's also for the health. I'm sure, because we are in one family, and for me it was very good to drop milk, so I think for my parents would be good as well.
But this means you have to stay there.
Oh. Yeah, well, I just go home once a week again and then yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm very, very, very proud of them. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that they made this decision. And I mean, they don't know any vegans, you know, than me and my best friend and my brother, you know, but otherwise, no, not even vegetarians. So it's a big step to do that. And yeah, well, I'm happy they did it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's more on the countryside. And
yes, exactly. Both grew up in the mountains, you know.
Okay.
And there you have a different relationship to animals, and to change it later in your life, I mean, it's a big step. But they are super happy, and my mom actually just told me like a few weeks ago, we were just talking about it, just like, I'm so proud that my kids are like, you know, vegan, vegetarian, so to be aware of them, you know.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think what could you expect more from your children than to be conscious and aware? And
it's true.
Willing to learn, maybe.
Grow. There's still a lot to learn. Yes.
What especially?
Well, I mean, you know, there is not only veganism, but, you know, also just when we talk about consciousness and so on, I mean, and about the environment and so on, I mean, there's a lot. I still need to change a lot. I mean, I guess almost everybody needs, when you live in this like society that we live in, it's hard to not have blood on your fingers. I would say. So, yeah.
Does this point of view influence your music, your lyrics? Or
with Eluveitie, yes. Kriegel, I mean, you know him.
Yeah.
You know him well. He's the mastermind, and yeah, he brings this Celtic point of view into the world now with our music. So yeah, definitely is a topic. With my own stuff, I just started with Illumishade, and I think I still have to find the way. It wasn't like the lyrics or something like that, or especially about like animal rights or something like that. No, that's not. But I mean, I'm open for everything. Yes.
Let's do this again in 5 years.
Yeah, right. Let's see. Let's meet here again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
That's it.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you.
Or any last words? Anything for advice for people or
advice for people? Well, I can just speak for myself. For me, I really can say that turning vegan was one, if not the best decision in my life. No, maybe I would say joining Eluveitie and becoming vegan. Those two things, I tell you, they changed my life.
Yeah, but maybe joining Eluveitie is not for everyone.
True, okay, then. Well, yeah. So then you know what to do.
Would be a really big band.
Would be a super big band. Clicky would probably enjoy it, then we would have the army.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was the best decision I could do. I would never. I think this is something I could say I will never go back. I mean, I would need to fall hard on my head to turn back. I really think so. This is something that is very. I see it as a part of me to not eat animal products.
Yeah.
For me, and not wear and not consume. And, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it's a good thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.